unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Watch twist. Watch twist. They're coming.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Here we go. Ohio. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
2nd down, Brissett. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go. 190. 190.
Throwing. Brissett. Complete. He finds Bray. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Brissett. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They begin the drive with Coleman. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in his first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Looking to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tim Williams in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A first half update now from Philadelphia. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Brissett on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Four down. Check. Four down. Hut. Check.
To throw, Brissett. And he rifles one incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Switch.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll throw again. Brissett. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he comes back with one complete. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Coleman. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Here we go. Flex round.
A second down throw for Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Henry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Brissett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. He'll look to throw. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Rolling again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Jukes by again. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Grady Jarrett. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Here we go.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up a stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And the Giants have taken the lead there late in that one. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go!
On the counter, it's Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Ravens on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Flex round! Flex round!
A first down carry for Henry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Come on, let's go! Check! 4 down, 4 down! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go! Ryan 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Brissett. Complete. He finds Brait. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! Let's go! What? None! What? None!
They'll run it again with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I bet you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Gun. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. The slot man in motion right. This is Coleman, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Halfback sent in motion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Giants have extended their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better.
Second down following the run.
Come on, let's go.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. One.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Trying to punch it in with Henry. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They'll give Henry another shot. And now running right through him. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And this is Gabriel on the catch. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
It's Coleman here, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Second down, Brissett. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Ohio.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Brissett. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Henry, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 29. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's got room. And look out. I think he's going to go. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught one as well.
And the Ravens taking the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Takk McKinley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Brissett from the gun on third. Escaping the pressure. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Reese, but he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a...